Hello, everyone. It is the Outrageous Art Teacher, and I am so excited today to share with you the best life planner ever. So, for about 3 years now, I've been using and trying different planners, and every year I just keep trying different ones and just felt like there's always something missing or something that I wanted that they just didn't have it all. And this year, I honestly feel like I have finally found it. And so I'm so excited to share with you that today I'm going to be putting links to all the planners that I tell you about in the information below. So be sure to check those out. And if there's one that you really feel like fits you best, you definitely want to check that out. All of the planners I found on Amazon, so hopefully they are still available and you can get those, because honestly, if you're not using a planner, if anything, I hope that this video convinces you that it could change your life. Now, one of the criteria that I use to determine what the best planner is, of course, is cost. And I know budgeting is really important. And, if you are just sitting here saying, why do I need to go buy a planner? That's just something else to write and it costs money. Well, it is worth it. I am not kidding. If you are able to accomplish even one goal that you set for yourself by using a planner, it will pay for itself. Now, with that said, I'm going to show you some things that will definitely make it possible for you to create your own planner for free. So you could basically just put in the work, get a binder, make your own pages, do this all for free. So the cost is really about saving you your time. So when you buy a planner, it's already assembled for you, everything's ready, but you could definitely do this for yourself if money is an issue. So do not let that deter you from using a planner, because it literally, like I said, could change your life. Now, some of the other criteria is what layout the planner has. So if it has weekly, monthly, most planners that I have used are weekly and monthly planners, all in one book. So this year I set a goal for myself. I wanted to start making sure I included a daily journaling time. So either doing a 1 to 2 minute or 1 to 2 line journal just about what I was grateful for that day. Even if it was one line, I wanted to do that daily. And like I said, some of the planners I'm going to show you didn't really allow for that. The other thing I looked for in the planners is the goal setting component. So starting the year off by setting goals, not resolutions, setting goals for yourself. Clearly smart goals. So specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. So those help you achieve those goals. And then, of course, I do like having extra space. So size is kind of a factor for me anyway. Might not be for you, but it might be for you. It was for me anyway. So I'll start with one of the first planners that I got 2 years ago. I started with the Law of Attraction planner, and I actually used these 2 years in a row. I just got a different style. The front of the cover is really attractive. They are a little pricey, so they're on the higher end with $32. Pretty steep, I would say, for a planner. It does last for a whole year. It is not dated, so you do have to fill in your dates, which I'm totally okay with, because I like to put in important dates in the calendar anyway, so why not fill in the numbers too? But, for some people that can be a deterrent. Now, the major drawback was not enough space for the daily journaling. So, like I said, they had a weekly and a monthly, but not much space for the daily. And then the other thing was they would use a couple pages at the end of each month, and you would reflect on the month And it was a lot. There were a lot of questions. It was the same questions every month, and I just felt like I never filled those out. I maybe did it twice. So I felt like that was kind of some wasted space in the planner. But the goal setting was really powerful in the front. So it's a very in-depth, step-by-step goal setting process in the front. Some people thought it was too much. So that is when last year I switched to my second planner that I tried, which was called the Clever, where is he? Oh, here he is. The Clever Fox Planner. Now, I decorated mine because I got the purple version. It's smaller than the Law of Attraction, so it is a little more portable. It is like a leather feeling with cardboard covering. I don't know if I like the small size. I draw and write pretty big, so, but it is portable, so there you go. Here's the Amazon link. It is cheap. It's only $24.99. It lasts for a whole year, but it is not dated. So that was one of the drawbacks. I did have to write all the dates. And then also after I wrote, by the way, my binding is falling apart. My 2-year-old likes to help me decorate it, but I use it so much the binding is like falling apart. So this is what the weekly view looks like. And you can see there just isn't much space in the day. There's only 3 lines. So I would end up writing appointments or things, but you just didn't have an hour by hour view, and it was just really difficult to fit everything in that space. And that was a major drawback for me. Now, something I did like was having the habit tracker for the week. I would have liked to have a month one too, because after the week's over, you're like, okay, I ran every day, but did I do this? I don't know. I'd like to look at the month view of it. So like I said, this is a week view. It's not a daily view, which is what I was looking for. But I did use it. I mean, honestly, I used it every single day. I filled it all the way up. I filled out the months. I filled out the weeks. I even added my own daily pages because I really wanted that in a planner. And I'll show you what those look like because it's just so funny. This was one of the daily pages that I made. It had an hour by hour calendar. Sorry, my daughter like colored on it. Let me find one that she like didn't color on it. My 2-year-old, every time I would go to fill out my planner, she would want to draw on my planner too. Okay, so here's a good example. It would have the date, priorities, shopping list, meals, water intake, and then an hourly list. And I made that myself on the computer. I printed it out and I actually taped it in because I was really wanting that daily view, which I just couldn't get with other ones. So that is a drawback for this planner. But one thing I did really like in the front, when you start a new year, the most important thing is not making a resolution, but just thinking about your identity and what the person you want to be looks like. So the goal setting at the beginning was amazing. And if you're going to be making your own, I would highly recommend using the goal setting pages that they have. So the first thing is what you're grateful for, your passions, what are the skills you want to learn, and then affirmations. Affirmations are daily things you want to say to yourself and repeat over and over again. Now, there is a spot for a vision board. It was pretty small, so I actually made my own vision board using my sketchbook and a poster. So I didn't really use this one that much just because I like to have more space. I like it to be bigger. Now, this goal setting page is awesome. Okay, this is where the power came in for me last year. Last January, I set these goals, and in the planner, they categorize the goals by health, business, family, romance, finance, personal development, fun and recreation, and spiritual goals. I set these goals last January, and I swear to you, this planner helped me achieve them. Now, did I achieve all my goals? No. But after you set your goals, you list them in order of priority. And the very first goal, the most important one to me, I was able to achieve, and I think it's because of this planner. So My number one goal was to move my mom down after 7 years of living away from her, and I was able to achieve that last summer. So I was super proud of myself when I looked back at that. I didn't achieve all my goals, like qualifying for the Boston Marathon because of course, coronavirus. But I did move my mom down, and I also found my dream job. So I really think that a lot of it was because of this amazing planner. So there's a lot of great things about it. If you're on a budget, I totally would say go for it. Get this journal. This planner is great, and just use a separate journal. But then I came across the planner that has it all, or at least so far. And the best planner that I'm hoping for the new year is the ERIN CONDREN Life Planner. Dun, dun, dun. So the first thing I love is the spiral binding. Like I told you with my Clever Fox planner, the binding is falling apart because I used it so much. One of the drawbacks is the price. It is the most expensive planner. It is $58, but if you're going to buy this and a journal, I mean, it's well worth the investment. And if I'm able to accomplish the goals that I'm writing for myself this year, it will be well worth it. So the first thing I love is the covers are so beautiful. As an artist and art teacher, I appreciate that attention to detail and just the simple aesthetic beauty of it. This is a monthly, weekly, and daily planner. So it has everything that I was looking for. One thing that I didn't find yet. Now I just got these, so there's a lot of really good resources online on how to use these. But I didn't see the goal planning at the beginning, but there was this new beginning, new mindset sheet, and I just used that to set my goals into categories for the year. So I use that page, and that's going to be my goal setting page. Now, to be able to fit weekly and monthly and daily journaling into one journal, it just isn't possible to fit it into one book and for it to be all not huge. So it did come with two. Both of these together are $58, so it's not $58 each. And then I love that it's already dated, saves me time with writing the dates. Hi, Pumpkin. And then here is the daily view. I love it. It has the to-do list, the hourly plan. It is fantastic. And I've already started using it. I'm so excited. The paper is awesome quality, but so were the other ones, also had great quality paper, of course. And then I love how each month has a tab for so that it's easy to go to the other months and write down events and then flip back and forth. So, like I said, this is crazy outstanding. There's a pocket in the back for storing files. There's actually two. The back is also laminated, and I think people use this little ruler. I was like, oh, that's a cute ruler. I think they use it as a placeholder, so I thought that was really cool so that you can easily find your place that you left off. But I am so excited to use this. I know it is a little expensive. You could definitely make your own daily pages and then add them, print them out, and put them in a ring binder to make your own planner. But like I said, the beauty of this is just outstanding to me, well worth the money, I feel like. And I'm so excited to use it. So, like I said, I haven't even explored all the features of it. I just wanted to say that I think it's the best. I think it could definitely change your life for the better. So I'm going to include the link to this slideshow because it is kind of like a digital journal in itself. I hope that this has helped you. If you've been on the lookout for a planner or just trying to make the most of life the best it can possibly be. So I wish you all a great, happy new year, and I hope all of your dreams come true.